What you saying, guys? Welcome to Nick Rants. Hey. Welcome to Nick Rants, guys. Today I'm going to be going over every question you guys have ever asked me over perms. As you can see, I don't have a perm anymore, but I had one for 5 years, and it looked pretty darn good if you go look at my video. If you want to know how to get all of those, I'll give you every tip I know. I'm going to leave more of my ranting for the end, so we're going to get straight into it. First question, what do you do right after a perm? Stop. Don't do anything. Leave it for 48 hours at least so your hair can settle. Problem is if you go and you shampoo, your hair is broken down. That's how perms work. It breaks down your hair particles so it can turn it into curls. Since it does that, your hair needs about 48 hours to fully digest back. Some people are different. Some people are 20 hours. Some people are 24. Some people are 48. But that's why you wait the 48, because you never know. And if you're saying, oh no, and you already wash it with shampoo, chances are your hair is a little messed up. It may not look too good. Your hairstylist should have told you not to do it. So if they didn't, unfortunately, your hair may look a little different than you may intend. There is a chance that it could be perfectly fine, because again, your hair may have settled prior. Another tip I'll give you guys, so don't judge your hair from what it looked like when it was first done at the hair salon. That's the best it's going to look. It's going to look the best the second you leave. Your curls are going to look defined, and then all of a sudden, frizz is going to attack. It's going to come everywhere, and it's going to look like crap for 48 hours. It's going to stink. Whew. But don't worry, as long as no one's going up in your head, you're fine. Only you can smell it. Nobody else can smell that rotten eggs going onto your hair. So don't worry. And after the first 48 hours when you shower, all of it will be gone. Don't stress. Don't stress. You may stink a bit, but you're fine. You stinky. And I've had some hairstylists attack me. You can technically use water. I wouldn't recommend it. I can't give you no scientific proof on why I wouldn't recommend it, but I just stay extra safe. Sometimes I wait 72 hours to wash my hair just to be extra safe. It's truly up to you guys. So in the first 48 hours, how do you sleep? You can do this throughout. You can do this just for the first 40 hours, but I'd recommend getting a bonnet. The reason is if you woke up already and your hair was a giant mess and you were worried and you're stressing on why your hair looks flat and doesn't look curly, it's because your hair gets flattened between your head and your pillow when you sleep, which means that it flattens out and it comes off like it's straight. But perms reset come water. As soon as you wash your hair, it'll be fine if that's you stressing right now. If you want to prevent that and you may not have time to shower and you still want it to look good, you want to wear a bonnet, because what this will do is it'll keep your hair up and covered so it won't get squished between your head and your pillow. If you're like me, you are a sleep awaker, I like to call it. I have done crazy things in my sleep. I have punched people, I have slapped people, I have talked to people, I've had full-on conversations. I've woken up down in the front door of my house looking out my window, and I woke up just there, staring outside my house. So I'm a crazy sleeper. I can't control what's going on there, so at least with a bonnet, it can do it for me, and I won't have to stress. These are just extra steps and extra miles you can get to make your hair look really curly and extra natural. Another question I usually get asked is, how long should I wait to get a re-perm? This is especially a lot of people who ended up washing their hair early and fear that they ruined it. I'd say the minimum is 2 weeks. Very, very minimum, and that's pushing it. You're probably going to deal with a little extra damage. I'd say at least 2 to 3 months to be safe. I usually got it around the 6-month mark. That's when I found my hair was too straight and the curls weren't looking as nice. So usually 6 months. Once I maintained it all throughout COVID for a year and 2 months, and it looked good. A lot of my videos you will see during my prime of making videos was during that COVID time, and that was a year and 2 months in. So you can maintain it longer, but if you want all of it to be curls and you don't want to do the extra work to hide it, I'd say 6 months the latest, 2 to 3 months the earliest. Unless you ruined it by washing with shampoo and it doesn't look good, you can maybe try to do 2 weeks. So shout out to Fresh New Kicks for giving me that question and also reaching out to me. So during my time when I was away, Fresh New Kicks came and messaged me on Snapchat and kind of motivated me. It really helped me to get back into this kind of video stuff, and thank you to you. But leading to our next question, what rods do you use? So for me, I like to use pink and blue. In my country, Canada, those are known as the tightest and the second tightest. It may be different elsewhere. I know I was talking to someone from Palestine who said that his were yellow. You will get the idea that you want to use the smallest and the second smallest. You can see in the photo here, I have the smallest on the outsides, which is the blue, and the second smallest up the middle, which is the pink. What this did is gave my hair more volume, because I like to do the fade up. If you like to do the fade up, I'd highly recommend doing that style instead of all one, because it'll kind of look like a clown, kind of like new hair, which you don't really want too much. So I'd say pink and blue, that's if you want the hair like I had, but that was the ones I used personally and that I would recommend, because if you're gonna get a perm, might as well go curly, right? So another question I get is, how do you usually shower with a perm and everything it does with a shower? I do have a video on that. It goes over everything in depth. You even watch me shower, which is a little funny looking back at it, but you watch me shower and I literally go all in depth. I give you full demonstration, so go check it out. So with shampoo, you should do it about 3 times a week, 4 times a week at most. And if you happen to have to go back to back shampoo, it is not the end of the world. It's only a problem if you're doing it for a long, extensive amount of time. So if you're doing it for 5 years, you're washing your hair with shampoo every day, you're gonna start getting damaged, you're gonna start getting dry, you're gonna start having all that nonsense. But if you don't, if you just do it one time, let's say you have a wedding tomorrow and you already showered today and you want to shampoo, don't worry, go shampoo, you'll be fine. You just don't want to do it for long, extensive times. But like I said, conditioner's fine. Leave it for 5 minutes. From there, you want to rinse it out. And if you want to take the extra mile, do it with cold water. Reason is because cold water locks in the moisture of the hair follicles and your perm will look more defined and nicer and curlier. But just like me, I was scared. I hate the cold. The cold is not me. I'm from Canada. I'm white from Canada, and I hate the cold. I don't know what gene all these white Canadians have, because my dad could walk out in his underwear in -20 and be, what's up, guys? I cannot. I'm in a 10-pound winter jacket and I'm still cold, and in snow and boots. I can't do the colds. I avoided it for a while, but when I did do it, I will say it looked really nice. Which leads to, how do you dry your hair? Usually you want to use any sort of cotton t-shirt. That's the cheap way, that's the good way. It's old, reliable, will work. You don't want to use a towel though. Towel will suck up too much moisture. So you grab a t-shirt and you scrunch it. If you're rich, you can use the rich people towels, which is like that carbon fiber towels that, you know, the rich kids have. Then when they go camping, it like dries in like 5 minutes. Like, it's all like, you know, all the rich kids have it. If you got that, use that too. That stuff's really good. I just literally don't know where to get it. Some rich people store or something, because I ain't never seen them. But I've seen people with them. Which leads to my next question, is how do you style your perms? So usually with styling your hair, I go with any coconut product. I don't really like the mousse because it makes my hair a little too crispy. Don't use gel. Gel is not for curly hair. It don't look good. Or it's not for perms. It may be for curly hair, but gel don't look good. I'd say the best luck I had was always with the coconut cream. The coconut cream is just amazing. Mark Anthony sells it. It's really good. Shea Moisture, pretty much hand in hand, both the same. Very good products. They'll be up here, and they'll also be all in descriptions. I know like different countries watch it and can't find the products that I recommend, so I'm going to try to find it in all of your areas, but anything with coconut cream should be fine. And then when you put it in your hair, you want to scrunch. So this kind of motion is the more curls you're going to get. You want to scrunch it around, and like that you will get lots of curls and you'll look good. Curls get the girls. Maybe they used to. Now everyone's doing it. So when it comes to styling your hair, if you want to puff it out, I have an Afro comb technique, another video that I made. I go very in depth, but I'll go over it quick here. So the Afro comb technique is used rather with a pick or a wide tooth comb, and you want to go halfway through your hair and kind of pick it up. And the more you pick it, the more curl you go through, is the puffier it's gonna get. So another question I usually get is, how do you make your hair more curly? Again, I also have another video for that. You can do 2 different things. So you can twist your hair and tie it into elastic bands and sleep on it overnight, and when you wake up, it'll be curlier. Same thing with braiding your hair. If your hair is long enough to get braided, get someone to braid your hair and then wake up the next morning, or wait a couple days, and it will be curlier. As soon as it hits water, all of that's reset. Like I used to freaking do that when I didn't have a perm. I used to twist up my hair, go to school, and then I'd have swimming class, so it'd all get ruined. And then I'd do it again in swim class, and I'd walk around looking like a, I don't want to say what I looked like. I looked special. Don't think it's going to be the ultimate end-all be-all. If you really want a tight perm, get a tight perm, because it's easier to make your perm less curly than it is to make your less curly perm curlier. So another question I sometimes get is, what if my hair is too curly and I don't like it? How do I make it less curly? So same thing with the Afro comb technique. The more you go through your hair, is less curly it's gonna appear. So if you want it to look less curly, go all throughout the hair. And this is usually for the people that have more wavier hair, so it's not gonna look the same when you have the new hair and you're stretching it out. It's probably gonna look a little bit better, flow back. If you use those tight combs and you comb your hair back all the way, you're gonna get like no curl, which I'd be like, kind of, why'd you even perm your hair if you were gonna do that? But that kind of idea, that's the maximum, versus the minimum would be not touching it. So a big question I always get, and I get made fun of all the time, is people like to say that perms cause hair damage and that it causes baldness. I'm here to tell you that it really doesn't. Perms don't damage the roots, they damage the hair that's currently there. The hair that you have that's currently curly is going to be a bit damaged. You put chemicals on it, what do you expect? But the hair that's gonna grow is still gonna grow back straight, and it's still gonna grow back healthy, because the perm does nothing to your roots. So it only does things to the existing permed hair that is there. So no, you can't go bald off it, but you can start to suffer hair loss, and I'll go over that next. So regarding hair loss, for the first, I'd say year I did this, I was getting hair loss like no tomorrow. I would, every time I'd shower, I'd put my hand in my hair and hair would be all over my hand. If this is happening to you, don't stress. I got the answer for you right now because I've already been through it. When that started happening, I started trying to figure out what was the problem. And I started to realize when you get your hair permed, your hair thins. And when your hair thins, it falls out easier. And African American accents tend to have this natural oil in their hair that is suitable for the curly hair. Us white people and people who may get perms, we don't have that natural oil our body produces. So due to that, our hair is going to get thinner, it's going to get frizzier, and it's not going to look as moisturized because our hair is not used to this. It's not used to being like this. So what you want to do is you want to get thickening products. With Marc Anthony Instantly Thick shampoo and conditioner, you can even use it straight hair. I still use it now. I'm telling you, that product has saved my hair. It made my perm look amazing, made my straight hair look amazing. It's made everything look amazing. I'd highly recommend that product if you're going through it. Any thickening product should do the job. As soon as I started using Marc Anthony Instantly Thick shampoo and conditioner, woo, gorgeous. And that will lead to what are the best products. Like I said, Marc Anthony Instantly Thick shampoo and conditioner. I think styling wise, anything with coconut cream, Marc Anthony is good. Shea Moisture is good. I'd stay away from Cantu. Again, going back to kind of how black people create this natural oil, it does not match with my hair. It doesn't match with a lot of people who have perms hair because Cantu is not designed for perms. What I found is Cantu actually dried out my hair. You're willing to try it, but if you see that your hair is getting dry and sticky, it doesn't feel right, hop off it. It's not just you. It's kind of everyone I've known who tried to use Cantu with perms. It's not made for us. So another question I get is, can your hair become naturally curly after a perm? So it's never going to be as curly as your perm was, but you can take my hair for instance. I did a perm for 5 years, used the coconut products, used the Marc Anthony products. And when I stopped doing perms, you could see that it actually kind of curls. There is wave to my hair. My hair waves, it's very thick now. I can't sit here and say scientifically it makes your hair curlier, but I don't think it's a coincidence that after the 5 years of perms, my hair is now naturally wavy and curly versus before it was straighter than a wall. Who knows, maybe my hair gave up after that. Said, let's give him natural curls because he hates his straight hair. Because now I'm you. Like, is there a way to make your hair more presentable in the first 2 days, the first 48 hours? No, unfortunately not. Sucks to be you, sucks to be everyone else who has to deal with it. But the first 48 hours is a little rough. Just let it be, stick through it. You're good because it's going to be worth it because your perm will look way better for the rest of the time. Remember, a perm is a natural messy look. It's not supposed to be slick like you're having a slick back John Wick. It's not supposed to be clean. It's supposed to kind of be all over the place, but it's a messy look. It's designed that way. So don't think that everybody else is going to notice that one curl is hanging out other than the other because that's what makes it look good. Admire the mess, admire the tangles. Which leads to my next question. If you have tangles, what do you do? So with tangles, just use a wide tooth comb or a pick in the shower, just brush through it, should be fine. That's the best way to do it. If your hair's already dry, use the tangles to your advantage, use the knots to your advantage. Pick them out, poof them out. It's not straight hair. We don't have to stress as much about tangles and knots and stuff because when you have straight hair and you do that, you can see that from a mile away. You can see freaking a little puffball in their head, right? But you can't really see it when you got curly hair. It just matches. Stop stressing. You know, stress too much. Don't worry. And I'm going to do just a couple more questions for the ones that I answered in between the other ones in case some of you guys got some like ADHD and attention disorders where you need the specific answer for the specific question. So I got you right now. How many times a week should you shampoo or condition? So it's really up to you. You can condition every day if you want, but I'd recommend staying shampooed to 3 to 4 days. Try not to do every day for too long or your hair will eventually start to take damage and you don't want that. And overall, how do you make your perm appear more natural? I would say you use the Afro comb technique to puff it out and you follow every other tip in this videos. I had one friend that I knew for 2 years and they didn't know I had a perm. You can make your hair look naturally curly and it's very, very, very possible, but you have to take the extra measures. You have to take the extra steps. Kind of nowadays, everybody's doing perms. When I first started doing it, I was the only one in my school doing it. Now I kind of see kind of a group of people that are always doing it. You want to look like the rest, so you want it to appear like it's natural, which means no noodle hair. You want to puff it out, you want it to be poofy, you want it to play with the frizz, and you want to find the middle ground. So the more frizz is the less curl. The less curl is the more frizz. I have tons of videos on my channels when I actually had a perm, and I'd be able to actually show you in depth and physically how to do it. So make sure you go check out my channel if you're into perms and everything like that. Go all over it. So I think that's most of the questions that I know that I've been asked and I could give simple answers to. If you have any more questions, rather leave them in the comments below or simply go to my other videos. All of those comments will be filled with questions, and I guarantee you at one point someone asked the same question and I gave the in-depth answer. So if I'm not responding and you need the answer quick, feel free to go into those videos and you'll find your answer. But I truly do want to thank all of the people that support me and who have been supporting me even though I haven't been on and I haven't been active lately. Like I just kind of lost some confidence and I lost kind of the belief that I can do these things. And you know, when people come and check up on me, people leave comments asking how I've been and just everything like that means a lot. And I truly want to thank all of you for that. For the people that are here right now, if I'm ever a multi-millionaire and got all this crazy stuff, Anyone who comments on this video, something nice, something great, I'll come back to you for all your faith. Appreciate you. No, all jokes aside though, I will. In the future of this channel, I'm going to be moving away from perms. As you can see, I don't have a perm anymore. So I can't really keep making perm videos, and I also ran out of videos to make, and I didn't want to keep making the same stuff. So this was actually my last perm video. I'm going to try to start doing some maybe movie rants, maybe rank some movie series, kind of make a theme off that. And overall, I'm going to be bouncing around, kind of seeing all different niches, because I want to try to make this a full-time career. But thank you all. I really do appreciate it, and I hope this video helped you out. But I do rank crew. Take care. Love you.